And now the Monday play. Supper with Satan by Michael Payne, with Francis Matthews as Paul Winchester.
There has to be a body, so I'll tell you now. The old guy asleep by the fire here in the Great Hall has about 3 minutes to go before this becomes a murder mystery. Who is he? Sir Hereward de Wainscott. Very old family, the de Wainscotts. The house goes back to Amulet of Haunch, who went back to her mother, Bess of Hartcourt, the day she married Iota de Wainscott in 1327. Legend has it that Queen Elisabeth didn't sleep here either. She took one look at the place and then checked in at the nearest pub. Wait a minute. I think the old man's waking up.
You rang, sir? Damn bell slid off the table. It's not level. Nothing's level in this godforsaken old ruin. Heave those curtains.
The sun set nearly half an hour ago, Sir Hereward. There's a heavy mist rising from the moat.
Wait till it's dark. Night time. That's when the interesting things start to happen. Where would the glowworm be without darkness, Higgins?
Where indeed, sir?
Much to be learned from the world of insects. You take the ambushed bug. She lurks in the throats of golden flowers. After seducing her mate, she leaves him paralyzed, to be sucked dry by her progeny. Rather like my dear wife.
Shall I draw the curtains now? It's fully dark.
Oh, draw them if you want. Everyone's waiting for me to take my final curtain. But when I die, I shall do so at my convenience and not my family's.
I'm sure such an unhappy day is far from imminent.
Well, I could go at any time, and you know it. Why's Aspatria got that fly-blown wardress buzzing round me?
Nurse Bollard gives the most intensive care money can buy.
Well, here she comes. Sarah Gamp in person.
Now, Sir Hereward, time for us to go to bed.
What? What an appalling suggestion.
Supper first. Slippery elm and liquid paraffin.
Higgins, get me a plate of curried eggs and a double scotch. And tell this constipated cow to take her own paraffin. That'll clear her out.
Really, Sir Hereward, we are being tiresome. If you won't follow my instructions, I can't be responsible for your health. Now, will you please have your supper?
There's Aspatria. Open the French window, Higgins.
Look here! Drosera Anglica! Amazing! It's December. One can't but boggle at such valour.
Take that disgusting weed away. Don't leave your bike on me.
Oh, sorry.
Is it winter aconite?
Don't you know the difference between Erenthis hyaemelis and Drosera Anglica, Bollard? Great sun dew. Very rare in these parts. Found it in the peat bog. There'll be a black frost tonight, Higgins. Switch off the fountain and drain the impluvium.
Yes, madam.
Where have you been all day?
Or hill or dale with Keble Martin. My next article's on midwinter flora. You're looking somewhat fungoid, Bollard. Has there been a scene?
Sir Hereward refuses to keep to my diet.
Don't blame him. Nettle soup, that's what he needs. Nature's cure. Have him back in the butts in no time.
Be nice to be banging away in the heather again.
That's not what I meant.
The conditions here are intolerable. I cannot continue my duties. Please accept my resignation.
That reminds me. Dame Edith's gone into labour in the tithe barn. Usual bother, breach and all that. Go and give her a hand, there's a good fella.
I've just given a week's notice, madam.
Don't take the garden raffia, plenty of twine in the greenhouse. And if you use the coal tongs, boil 'em afterwards. She'll have to go. Must give her a week's notice.
Did you bring me the groundsel? My cinnabar caterpillars must have groundsel.
I put some with your jars.
I'm not warm. If you don't care about me and my pretties, I thought you'd be worried about your orchids catching cold.
Why can't you sit in the conservatory? It's lovely and warm.
You're not getting me near those bloodsuckers.
I'm going there to write my article. Oh, here comes Higgins with your supper. Did you remember the maggots, Higgins?
They're in the usual place, madam, and your post is on the sideboard.
More samples, chemical poisons, selective weed killers. Wish they'd stop sending them. I've got a drawer full. Must get on with my article.
Is this Batty?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean, yes, sir? Mind your manners. Oh, what's this? I asked for curried eggs.
Nurse Bollard instructed
Take it away. I'm cold, Higgins. Wheel me nearer the fire. If you're not to have any supper, I'll give some to me pretties. Just fetch them for me. And mind the jars. You know it's the most valuable insect collection in the country. Never get them replaced. Go away. There my pretties. Come along, my little ones. Night time now, nothing to be afraid of. Good evening, Mr. Weevil. Hope you enjoyed your sycamore leaves. Now, Jiminy, got some groundsel for you. What's it? No, I'm not ready. Higgins.
Hereward, you mustn't leave your chair.
Hereward!
Damn dyke.
Take my arm, sir.
Damn dyke. Oh, alas, poor damn dyke.
Is he... He's not...
Yes. I'm afraid Sir Hereward is dead.
So, it's happened again.
The house. It's haunted, isn't it? I've known all along. I've heard the screams in the night.
So did the old man. The shock killed him.
Why?
Don't mention this to anyone, but I know the legend. The real horror of the curse that lies on this unhappy house.
It's Demdike that screams?
Yes, and whenever he does, it means that death will strike the family.
Well, I told you so. Now we've got the body and the mystery. But was it murder? You're probably wondering who I am. Name is Winchester, Paul Winchester. Technically, I'm a private investigator. That's what it says on the card next to the Scandinavian massage parlor. I became involved in the De Wainscott affair on one of those wintry pre-Christmas days in London. Everyone was trudging around in the slush, buying things they didn't like, from stores they didn't like, for people they didn't like. Things were low that afternoon. I finished the whiskey. The bottle was as empty as the answerphone tape, and I was about to shut the shop, when this doll appeared. She looked at me as if I gave offense, but she'd made the 87 stairs up to my office, and her breathlessness gave rise to a nice pair of projectiles. She was an expensive doll. She could out-Herod Herods. Quite a gift for Christmas. I wondered what the wrappings contained.
Your name is Paul Winchester?
I know.
My name is Miss Edmonds. What do you charge for your professional services, Mr. Winchester?
£50 a day, plus drinks.
The most I can offer is £100.
Oh, then, Miss Edmonds, I'm yours for 2 days. And payment in advance gives you treble stamps.
What would you say if I walked out?
Don't slam the door.
I never slam doors.
Do you ever open them? Or do I play locksmith to find what you want?
The matter is confidential and delicate.
Are you sure you don't want a lady doctor?
I find your jokes rather trying.
You'll grow to love them.
In case I don't, I'll pay you £25 a day, plus expenses.
Sorry. And please, don't slam the door.
A man in your position can't afford to say no.
You need help badly, don't you, Miss Voss?
My name is Edmonds.
Miss Voss, if you want to play Mary Poppins, don't wear an outfit by Christian Dior.
Gina Frattini.
Or accessories by Garrard.
Cartier.
And expect a cut-price bargain.
I always shop around before opening an account. How do you know my name?
I never forget a pair of legs. Yours I've seen around the sale rooms.
Are you a collector?
Leg-wise?
Art-wise.
Are you some kind of dealer?
Yes, I specialize in antique dolls.
So do I. No, several. Now, tell me what you want.
You've heard of Hereward de Wainscott?
Died last week.
He was my guardian. I only met him twice, and I didn't like him. His family loathed him, which may explain why he was so good to me. But now he's dead, I've come to see you because, well, I'm scared.
Of what?
I drove down to his house in Gloucestershire as soon as I heard the news. I stayed on for the funeral this morning, but I've no wish to go back to that place.
Well, don't then.
I must. Sir Hereward's will is to be read tonight, and I have to be there.
Ah, you're a beneficiary?
Possibly, but I expect the estate will be divided amongst his 4 children. The wolf pack is gathered.
Is that why you're scared?
No, at night I've been woken by a sort of scream that seemed to fill the house. The others pretend they haven't heard it, but I know they have.
Could be the wolf pack.
Now, I'm giving you these 2 envelopes. One contains a cheque for £500 as an advance. The other has £100 cash for expenses. And you don't have to buy your own drinks.
Well, it's tempting. But I can't just walk into a family reunion.
I'm a dealer. You're a customer. I'm taking you to a sale.
I don't know anything about antiques.
I can cover up for you. Look, will you come?
What's the name of the place?
Buttocks. Please, no jokes about country seats. It's near a small village called Shady Bumstead.
Buttocks? Shady Bumpstead? Who could resist that address?
Thank you. The reading's at 8 o'clock. We've not much time.
Gloucestershire in this weather. Can we make it?
I have a fast car.
That's how it all began. Nearly Christmas. And I asked myself what I was doing with an expensive dame on the M4. Touching 100. Are you connected with royalty by any chance?
I'm no lady in waiting, so let me tell you about the people you'll be meeting.
Well, there has to be a butler.
Name of Higgins. Been there for years. Also a funny little nurse called Bollard.
Bollard? How do I take that?
Don't exceed the stated dose. She's as nervous as I am. Which brings me to the family.
Tell me what's what.
Ah, who's who, if you please. This is the de Wainscots. The oldest is Aspatria.
What's that?
You don't have green fingers?
Only a brown thumb.
Dame Aspatria is gardening correspondent of Country Ways.
Does she have homicidal ways?
With secateurs, otherwise I don't know. The next in line is Sir Grimsby de Wainscot.
Ah, the conductor. Is he capable of murder?
According to some critics, he's murdered everyone from Bach to Bacharach. But now he's gone into management. He's promoting a rock opera about Henry VIII, called Bluff. Maybe you've heard the hit song from it, Don't Lose Your Head, Catherine Howard. He's brought his protégé with him, a punk singer who's promised to make into a star. He goes round all the time dressed as King Hal.
Is anyone dressed as Cardinal Wolsey?
Not quite. But there's the younger brother, Bideford. He's the Bishop of Chelsea.
Good God.
That's the name of his latest book. He's real showbiz. Last month, Lambeth Palace reprimanded him for having fur trimmings on his mitre.
Well, is that the lot?
One more. Sapele.
Male or female?
Sapele Bryant, married 4 times. Thinks she's sexual flypaper. Studies primitive man. An anthropologist, so watch out.
Apart from everyone being mad, what makes you nervous?
Well, it was last night. I was helping Nurse Bollard and Aspatria with supper. The snow was falling and tempers rising.
How nice to see the snow. Rather like Christmas at Dingley Dell.
Don't be tactless, Bollard.
Oh, I didn't mean to be flippant, but apart from the sadness of the occasion, it is agreeable to have the house full of people.
Ghastly strain on the septic tank. Main thing is to keep the family controlled. Appalling time at Mother's funeral. Dread to think what might happen if we're snowed up.
I don't think it's too deep.
You've not wintered here, Caroline. In '62 we were cut off for 5 weeks. Helicopters and such, so vulgar. Father never recovered from having a crate of tinned salmon landing on him, something he wouldn't touch normally. What's that you're putting out, Bollard?
Sherry, madam. Before supper, I
Good
thought...
grief, not with Bideford and his drink problem. I put some of my pea-pod wine in the decanters, that'll do. Ah, there you are, Higgins. All quiet upstairs?
Mr. Grimsby's young friend is complaining about the electricity supply, madam.
What's wrong with it?
He seems upset because it's DC, not AC.
When we get electricity here, it's DV, and that's that. Let us see for the supper.
Who's Grimsby got up there, Higgins? Nobody's seen him yet.
He's connected with the entertainment business, Miss Caroline.
Is he making that screaming at night? You've heard it too, have you, madam?
Bollard, I think your help is needed in the kitchen.
Of course, yes. Everyone's getting tense, don't you think so, Higgins?
I have been present at only one family gathering.
What was it like?
A bad day for Manchester United.
Did you hear that?
No, I heard nothing unusual.
Higgins, I don't believe you.
Supper ready at Higgins?
Almost, Sir Grimsby. Shall I take your overcoat?
Yes, snow's pretty heavy. Bloody cold here.
The Great Hall has not been used since Sir Hereward's death. Dame Aspatria thought it a sign of respect.
More like a saving on coal.
I'll dry your coat off in the kitchen, sir.
Well, Caroline, I'm going to have a drink. Whatever's this stuff on the sideboard? Awaiting analysis?
It's homemade wine.
I don't know. Thank God I've got a flask. Want a drop?
No, thank you. Grimsby, did you hear that howling just now?
No. Well, I didn't hear anything.
It came from outside. You must have heard it.
Well, it's this house, you know. I mean, damned melodramatic. I mean, like this business of having to wait till tomorrow before the will was read. Should have been back in town. I'm doing Carmen 3 nights next week.
Aren't you afraid of the pawn squad?
Sapele. My God, you're half naked.
Do you like it? A sarong I picked up in Bangkok. I like to be loose in the evenings. Oh, Caroline, I'm utterly dehydrated. Pour me one of those cocktails, would you, darling?
Sapele, did you hear that howling?
I can't hear anything with the din in the West Wing. Who is l'enfant terrible you brought with you?
Let's call him Bert. I'm launching into a new field.
Apparently. This drink's rather good. Reminds me of Yoppo, the Umslapo Indians make from guano.
Isn't it about time you stopped this geographical gallivanting?
I have. Nowadays there's no need to go further than Guildford. Witchcraft made a big comeback. I'm doing an in-depth study.
We'll have you burnt at the stake yet.
I want no complaints about the temperature, Grimsby. I've had those hideous radiator things put in your rooms. Makes no difference as far as I can tell.
If you'd have them connected to the boiler...
I'm not having pipes all over the place. Where's Biddy got to? Tap the gong, will you, Grimsby?
Yes.
Not so loud.
What?
Pianissimo, darling. Not con brio.
Stop showing off, both of you. Anyway, it's done the trick. Here you are, Biddy.
My dearly beloved brethren, all present and corrupt.
Speak for yourself, Bideford.
Personally, always speak for myself.
Not at the funeral tomorrow, you don't. I want to know what text you're taking for the address. I won't tolerate anything from that man, Paul.
The text will be, make the going easy.
Sounds like British Rail.
Clever girl, Caroline, quite right.
What do I play on the organ? Chattanooga Choo-choo.
Father's favourite was Oh, Mr. Porter.
It's outrageous, especially when I've written a text myself. The trumpets sounded, the Lord was glad. The pearly gates opened, and in walked Dad. I think that's perfectly in order.
Shall I serve supper now?
Yeah. Thank you, Higgins. Coffee by the stairs, please, Bollard.
Yes, madam.
Is this all we're getting? Coffee and sandwiches?
I'm not in the catering business.
Whatever's the matter?
There, at the top of the stairs.
What?
Demdike.
No, it's Bert. I told him to come down for supper. Hello, dearests.
Grimsby, who is this?
He is going to be Henry the VIII.
Part 1 or part 2?
Great launching pad you got here, men.
Why is he in Tudor costume?
As a rising star, it's good for his image.
What is his connection with you, Grimsby?
He's handling me.
What?
He means I'm his manager.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a big potential.
So I see.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Get off. I'll have some of that glue de Padre sniffing.
My nerves are a little unsteady.
Well, here's letting your pencil. Not bad plonk, this.
Do you like it? My best pea.
Bloody hell.
What is your real name?
Albert Finney. So I had to change it, didn't I?
After all, nobody would succeed in show business with a name like that.
I used to be one of the queers.
My boy.
The safety pin through his nose is interesting. Rather like the Umjawas.
Sapele.
Bert might give us his big number after supper.
Are you forgetting we're in mourning?
Personally suggest we have compline afterwards.
No, we'll have cocoa.
Bert, come and talk to me. Tell me about your background.
Well, I usually have plenty of multi-tracking and a bit of spinacca.
There's going to be trouble there.
Thank you, Higgins. You and Bollard can leave everything.
Very good, madam.
Did you hear what she said?
Who?
Nurse Yorrocks, or whatever her name is.
She thought Bert was Demdike, didn't she? What is Demdike? Why is everyone pretending they can't hear the noises?
Nothing but superstitious nonsense.
No, it's not. It's something to do with Father's death. We all know the legend. Aspatria, what are you hiding from us?
Questions. None of you come here for months. Leave me alone to look after Father. All so busy with your damn careers. The only affection I've ever had comes from my flowers. But they, poor darlings, are utterly neglected.
Calm yourself, dear. Concordia discourse. Personally think a family confab is called for.
Quite right. But, we don't want Sapele involved. You can imagine what she'd make of Demdike.
Yes, she's getting a little over-familiar with that boy on the settee.
Sapele, this is not a judo class.
Bert has been telling me of your plans, Grimsby. Highly expensive, to say the least.
I told you not to discuss business matters, Bert.
I was only telling her about me tour.
What sort of a tour is that?
I'm hoping to arrange some concert appearances for him.
Hoping? You told me it was all lined up. Grimbo reckons he can make me the biggest things in sliced bread, providing he gets the marbles out of the will.
We're not discussing the will.
It's about time we did.
That's the first sensible remark you made this evening.
Can't you hear it? Listen, that noise. Now don't pretend you can't hear it this time.
It's an omen. A Nordic augury. One of us is soon to go on the longest of journeys. Coin must be made to pay the bridgekeeper whose river will be crossed.
Did they believe you? Everyone being together?
It happened to be Bert's amplifier, which he hadn't switched off.
Have you discovered what Demdike is?
After the funeral, I examined the family vault. There was a monument dated 1685 in memory of Demdike de Wainscott with a curious epitaph. It read, "If the family head should disappear, misfortune and havoc shall strike. But blessed be him with naught to fear if he rebury Demdike."
Is he buried in the vault?
Well, as far as I know. Anyway, fasten your safety belts. Here we are. This is Buttocks.
We drove through the only wrought iron gates I've seen with elm disease. It looked the sort of house the National Trust would appeal to have demolished. We were admitted by the butler, Higgins. In the entrance hall was the family arms. 2 squirrels rampant, either side of a shield bearing the family motto, Ce n'est pas ma faute. I was introduced to Dame Aspatria. She took us in to meet the other members of the house. She had one of those upper voices, which I guess she used for clipping the hedges.
The weather's a worry for the Jerusalem artichokes. Such splendid cover for the pheasants. Let me introduce you to my brother, Grimsby.
Howdy, do.
Are you musical, Mr. Winchester?
I know 2 tunes. One is God Save the Queen, the other isn't.
Yes, I never know the difference between Bruckner and Mahler. This is my sister, Mrs. Bryant, the anthropologist.
How do you do?
Or Margaret Mead and puberty in the Pacific.
You will call me Sapele, won't you?
And my younger brother, Bideford, the Bishop of Chelsea.
Hi.
Quite. Almost on the turn.
And this is Henry VIII.
Your Majesty.
Nah, call me...
Bert, I think it's time you learnt the lyrics for your new number. This time there's 2 lines and you've only got a month.
Oh, real Dragsville, isn't it? Well, better than this daft group.
What's the snow like, Mr. Winchester?
Deep and crisp and even.
Accommodation's rather difficult, I'm afraid, with everyone insisting on separate rooms.
I don't mind sharing.
Come in.
Mr. Higgins wondered if refreshments were required for Miss Voss and Mr...
Good evening, Nurse Bollard.
But I'm not. That is...
Coffee and sandwiches, thank you, Bollard.
Yes.
You seem to know Nurse Bollard, Mr. Winchester.
Miss Voss has told me about her.
Where have you been all day, Caroline?
I had an appointment with Mr. Winchester. We had some business in Bodmin.
There are evil spirits abroad.
Oh, not with me here, surely.
It sounds like a hound.
Don't!
I'm filled with misgivings. You know how susceptible I am to atmosphere.
Spoilt and oversexed, that's your trouble.
I can't help my feelings.
You can keep them under control. The way you molested poor Bert.
Personally feel he encouraged her.
Oh, don't you get your knife into Bert. He's a simple lad.
Simple? He's as queer as Brighton Pavilion.
And he'd hardly be encouraging Sapele, would he?
I don't know
Now,
about that.
please,
Oh,
stop this
Shelby.
squabbling
Down
now,
here.
please. There's something at the window.
What shall we do?
Put the lights out. I'm going to draw the curtains back.
Why, it's Mr. Lantern.
You know him?
He's our lawyer. I wondered where he'd got to. Let him in.
I do hope I didn't alarm you, but the front doorbell appears frozen.
There's the back door.
I tried to telephone and postpone the reading, but I'm afraid the lines are down.
Mr. Lantern, you must be frozen. Will you have a brandy?
Oh, no, against all my principles. But a hot drink would be welcome.
I'll see about that coffee.
Oh, don't leave, Miss Voss. I require your presence here.
Well, let me see to it. I'll be glad to.
I suppose you want the whole family.
If you please. Yes, and I want you, Higgins.
Me, sir?
You are included in Sir Hereward's estate.
What?
The coffee and sandwiches, Miss Caroline.
Mr. Lantern would like some coffee.
Oh, most acceptable. Is everyone ready for me to read the will?
Personally think perhaps a short prayer would not be out of order.
Must you?
A gesture, at the very least. For what we are about to receive by the
Good
Lord.
grief, madam, can't you think of something better than that?
Extemporization was never my strong point.
May I begin?
Certainly.
Yes, please do.
This is the last will and testament of me, Hereward Lancelot de Wainscott, gentleman.
Ha!
Be quiet.
Yeah.
I give and bequeath to my faithful servant James Higgins my collection of insects and arachnids for his own use. I give, devise, and bequeath the remainder of my estate, both real and personal, unto... unto my legal ward, Caroline Jane Voss.
What? I don't believe it.
In the event of her not surviving me for a period of 14 days, then I give, devise, and bequeath the remainder of my estate, both real and personal, in equal shares, unto the 4 illegitimate children of my late unlamented wife, Charlotte.
What did he say?
I direct that my executors and so on witness thereof signed before Joe Miller, bookmaker, and Muriel Murgatroyd, barmaid.
I was relying on the legacy to install a new organ in my chapel. There's one coming up for auction at the old Odeon.
It's an outrage. I shall sue for libel.
I'm sure my kidneys dropped.
Well, can't we demand a recount or something?
You haven't told us, Lantern, how much Caroline has been left.
After duties and realization of assets, I imagine around £2.5 million.
Assuming she survives for another 7 days.
That is so.
And I'm sure none of us would want anything to happen to her.
Oh, no.
No.
Now, I have a key for you, Miss Caroline. It is to Sir Hereward's private bureau. Inside you will find a box which is opened by this second key. This is your own personal property, and the contents were only to be revealed after Sir Hereward's death.
I can't believe it. Are you sure the will's genuine?
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that concludes my business for tonight. And due to the inclemency of the weather, I'm sure you'll permit me to take my leave.
I'll drive you back to the village.
I wouldn't dream of it. Shank's mare is better than a car in this snow.
Well, then you must stay the night.
Thank you, but my wife would worry. Think I was up to no good. Good night, everybody. I'll report the telephone disorder in the morning. I don't like to think of you being cut off. No, it's all right, Higgins. I can find my way out. I know the old house well enough.
Doesn't like to think of us being cut off.
Well, Higgins, at least you've benefited. Personally, trust you will put Father's collection to good use.
I haven't yet decided what to do with it, your lordship. Sir Grimsby,
Yeah?
The things you required already.
Yes, I'll collect them shortly.
May I return to my duties?
Yes, of course.
Very good, sir.
Now, Caroline, I think it would be a good idea if you found what Father left in the bureau.
It can wait until morning.
Perhaps, but we can't. You must put our minds at rest.
Oh, very well.
Personally, I need a drink.
No, you don't.
I've always wanted to know what was in there.
Ah, this must be the box. Rather interesting. 15th century, I guess. Very little in it. A letter addressed to me. And this parcel.
Would you like me to open it?
It does say to Caroline from her mother. Oh, how lovely. An angel doll. It's as if she knew I collected them.
What does the letter say?
I shall read it when I'm alone.
We've a right to know its contents.
You haven't. I shall decide myself whether to tell you.
Here. How much longer are you keeping me out in the stick?
Shut up!
Eh? What about the bread then?
There isn't any. Caroline's the breadwinner. Start making up the...
Delicacy, Grimsby, delicacy.
If you don't mind, I'll go up to bed.
Darling, we realise how you feel. It's been a great shock all round.
We must have a little chat. There may be grounds for contesting the will.
Father was known to Bollard on the eccentric.
What about me tour?
Please, I can't discuss it tonight. I must go to bed.
That's what everyone should do.
Oh, Mr. Winchester, I'm sorry. I haven't arranged a room for you.
Oh, there's a couch in the library. I'll be all right.
If you're sure. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, Mary.
Good night.
Good night.
What about me tour then?
We'll talk about that later. Now get off to bed. You look so haggard you'll be accused of smoking pot again. Now.
I'll be going up as well. Such an exhausting day. Sleep well, all of you.
We've no hot water bottles left, Mr. Winchester, but I can offer you a cat.
I'll curl up with Enid Blyton, thank you. Good night.
Good night. Now, come on, you men, don't loiter.
Personally, I need a nightcap.
There's Malvern water in your bedroom.
I've a bottle of Scott's emulsion in my room.
Well, good night, dear sister.
Good night.
We'll leave you to lock up.
Breakfast at 7:30, prompt.
Yes.
Yes, Higgins?
I came to make sure the windows were locked.
I'll see to that. You clear away the supper things. Oh.
Is anything wrong, madam?
No. I hadn't noticed how heavy the snow's been. What's that you've got, Higgins?
I beg your pardon, madam.
What have you put in your pocket?
Miss Caroline's cigarette case. I was going to take it up to her.
She won't be needing it tonight. I'll give it to her in the morning. Thank you. Good night, Higgins.
Good night, madam.
The reading of the will had given me time to sort out the geography of the ancient pile. The old house had more bits and pieces added to it than a Swiss breakfast cereal. It was possible to move from room to room, through alcoves and recesses which would have made a great adventure playground for Edward VII. So I could easily get to Caroline without being noticed.
Who is it?
Big ears. Are you all right?
Yes, come in. I've been reading the letter from Hereward. I'm no relation to him. I'm the granddaughter of his only love, who married somebody else. When she and her husband died, he became my guardian.
So the old man had no children of his own?
No, they were all his wife's. But he'd only accept them as his if she named them after the place where they'd been conceived.
Romances in Grimsby, Bideford, Aspatria?
Cumberland, in the steppes of Wordsworth.
And Sapele?
A West African safari. This doll is most interesting. I've never seen one like it before. It's a medieval guardian angel.
Well, you keep it by you then and see that your door is locked.
Oh, I shan't sleep much. And thank you for being here.
Just remember what I said. Good night, boss.
Good night, Mr. Winchester.
Quick, put the light out.
What is it?
They're gone.
Who was it?
Grimsby, dressed in his outdoor clothes, and Higgins giving him something.
Well, where can they be going this time of night?
That's what I intend to find out.
Look, you can see the front door from my window.
Well, what about the kitchen?
That as well.
Yes. Hold it. There he is, going out at the back. He's off to the stables where I put your car.
No, he's gone beyond there. Look, he's in the old dairy. It's a separate building.
What's in there?
Nothing. It's never used.
I'm going down to see.
Come back. Someone's following him already. With a rifle. It's Aspatria.
During the close season as well. You lock yourself in here. And don't let anyone see you at that window.
Oh, this ghastly house. Now, where are my cigarettes? Oh, damn, I must have left them downstairs. Yes, Sapele, she'll have some. Won't matter, just going across the landing. Ah! Oh, it's you, Bideford.
What? Oh, yes, so it is. Personally, can't sleep. I'm going downstairs to get something to read. Did I disturb you?
No, I was awake.
Good night, my dear. Seated one day at the organ, weary melody. Fingers wandered idly. Oops, I don't remember that before. Now, if I know Aspatria, there will be something hidden at the back of the sideboard about here. Yes, I thought so. Now, that's better. Now, a little sit by what's left of the fire. Oh, that noise again. So horrible. I don't like it. I must get upstairs. Let go! Who is it? My throat! I can't breathe! Let go! Let go!
In the de Wainscott family, to lose one parent may be regarded as a misfortune. But to lose a brother as well was nothing but an annoyance. Even at 2 a.m, tempers were at flashpoint.
Too much. Another funeral? Such extravagance. It will be the talk of the county.
Damn the county. It's the inconvenience. I mean, right at the height of the winter season. I've got bookings with the LPO and the RPO.
We can't even get the GPO. So why worry?
Because we'll all have to give evidence at the inquest.
Why should there be an inquest?
Because the police will want to find out who killed Biddy.
That's a private matter. It's nothing to do with the police.
I can't believe any of us would strangle him.
Exactly. It's time we found out what was in that letter to Caroline. I mean, supposing it was a codicil and Father didn't leave everything to her after all.
You rang, sir?
Oh, yes, Higgins. Would you, ask Miss Caroline to come down?
Yes, sir.
I can't think Caroline's involved.
Can't you? She was standing by the body. Most incriminating.
Too much Tosca. That's your trouble.
She could have been making sure her instructions had been carried out.
Instructions?
Yes. She's hired that Winchester man to do it. If he's an art dealer, then I'm Mao Zedong.
He doesn't look like Murder Incorporated to me.
Miss Caroline is coming down directly.
Good.
If I am not prolonging my stay in a room of sorrow, may I offer my deepest condolences to the family?
Yes, thank you, Higgins.
Very thoughtful,
Most
yes.
kind.
Presumably a heart attack was the cause of his lordship's death?
No, Higgins. The bishop was murdered. Strangled, it would seem.
How very unfortunate.
You want to see me?
Caroline, darling.
Before you say anything, I want you to know about Mr. Winchester. I'm employing him to look after me.
What do you mean? Is he some kind of home help?
I'm a special investigator.
A private eye. I should have guessed.
Have you any means of identification?
Here's my license.
Eh? Yeah. I suppose it's genuine.
May I see? Oh, what a charming snapshot. Is it Bailey or Snowden?
It's me. I'd like to ask you some questions. I'm not an official, but as the police can't be contacted, I'll make a report and hand it over as soon as we contact the outside world again.
Bloody amateur.
Does that mean you won't answer any questions, Grimsby?
I've absolutely nothing to hide.
What were you doing outside, then?
I went out for a stroll.
In thick snow? At 1 o'clock in the morning?
Dame Aspatria, where were you when your brother was murdered?
I was in the kitchen.
What were you doing?
I was filling my hot water bottle.
They'd only just been done.
Mine had a leak.
Rather like your alibi.
Very well, Sapele. And where were you?
Oh, I was asleep until the noise woke me up.
You weren't. I came to your room. It was empty, and the bed hadn't been slept in.
What were you doing in my room?
I came to see if you'd got a cigarette, and you weren't there.
That's
then I
not
heard
true.
Bideford calling for help down here. I came downstairs and found him.
Mrs. Bryant, where were you?
I'm saying nothing till I've seen my lawyer.
We're in for a long wait. His office is in Las Vegas.
Well, why are we the only ones being questioned? What about Higgins? All that business about intruding into a room of sorrow. Crocodile tears, I'd say.
You're throwing suspicion on him because you haven't a leg to stand on.
And you're shielding him because you're in love with him. Oh, don't think we haven't noticed the way your holidays and his always coincide.
You keep your nasty mind
Oh,
to
come
yourself.
on, this will involve the whole dirty business.
Please stop it.
Hello, dearest.
Oh.
This is a real trip, isn't it? Okay, don't no one move. I'm gonna case the joint.
Bert, where were you at the time of the murder?
Always in the bugs.
What were you doing on the moors?
No, I was having a slash.
There. Didn't I say he shouldn't have a flick knife?
Blimey, can't you have a slash without being a delinquent?
Oh, good. A cup of tea.
Nurse Bollard and I have taken the liberty of preparing an infusion.
In times of shock, it's an elementary precaution.
Nurse, would you tell us where you were at the time of the bishop's death?
Well, I was in the toilet.
No, she wasn't. I was.
I didn't notice you.
There are two in the house.
Now you see why I worry about the septic tank.
Where were you, Higgins?
I was in bed, sir.
You damn well weren't.
Yes, he was, madam.
Explain yourself, Bollard.
I'll do my best, madam. After all, I'm as anxious as anyone to find out who poisoned the bishop.
But he was strangled.
No, sir. There are no signs of strangulation. However, there are symptoms of death by poisoning of the formic acid group, which are sometimes present in such substances as weed killers or insecticides. Madam, you've dropped your teacup.
I'm aware of that.
And I must verify Mr. Higgins' statement. After I heard the scream, I came down the back staircase, and as I passed his room, he came to the door in his pyjamas.
Was anyone in the kitchen?
Someone came in from outside.
There's no need for any more of this.
Did you see who it was, nurse?
I hid, and in came Dame Aspatria. She looked very shocked, and I saw that she was wearing her outside clothes. And something rather odd. She had on her heavy leather gardening gloves.
She's quite right. I'd been cutting down the roses, cutting off their pretty, stupid, dead little heads. That's what I'd been doing.
By now, I was beginning to feel a failure, like a flasher in a nudist camp. I didn't believe any of them, not even Caroline. Okay, I'd let him die, but my job had been to protect the girl, not watch over her weirdo relatives. The next move was to find out what was in the old dairy outside. More snow and ice had covered the footprints, but I waded through the drifts with the big bunch of keys which I'd taken from the kitchen. As I worked through them in the dark and cold...
Sir, she wishes to speak to you.
Oh, I see.
Shall I take the keys, sir, to lock the back door? Miss Caroline's waiting in her room, sir.
Mr. Winchester, have you got a moment?
My time is yours.
I don't want you to continue with your investigations.
Why not?
I'm not satisfied with your progress.
Oh, were you, hoping for a different kind of progress?
Yes, I was. Like finding Bideford's killer. Who is it?
I don't know. Yet.
But you let it happen. I mean, were you asleep on the job? Or don't you mind being accused of incompetence?
No, not if it does you some good. You've got to ball somebody, so ball me. I'm paid for it. But there's one thing we both know. The packet Bideford caught had your name on it.
Who says so?
You do. That's why you're lashing out like an octopus on a roundabout.
I want something done.
Well, that's understandable.
I don't want to be understandable. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not fair. I'll trust you.
Don't trust anybody. We've got to hunt the killer down before...
Before he gets me?
Yes.
How cold it is. Even with a fire in my room. Are there any logs in that basket?
I'll take a look. Yes, one or two.
Oh, help me get a blaze.
Right, here we are. Now.
That's it. There we are. That should soon burn up. Oh, I love a wood fire. Please, put your arms round me and hold me. Yes, you're right. I do want a progress of a different kind. I want to be close to you and rest my head on your shoulder like this. Tell me truly, am I in danger?
Oh, yes. But it's a pleasant sort of danger. You know, you shouldn't sit with the firelight flickering on your hair and think you're safe.
I can't think I'm your kind of woman.
Now, what do you think is my kind of woman?
Oh, someone much more worldly than me. Am I right? Is there someone?
Oh, once. 1,000,000 light years ago. But nice women like a man to have life insurance.
All I ask is that people are genuine.
Like antiques?
I like things to last, not disposable commodities.
Well, I don't have a hallmark, if that's what you want.
We mustn't pretend we're in love.
Who's talking about love? I don't get you.
No, you don't. It wasn't part of the agreement.
All right, boss lady. From now on, it's strictly business.
That's best, don't you think?
Farewell. Thou art too dear for my possessing.
Oh, that's not nice.
It's Shakespeare.
Please understand me. I am glad you're here.
You know, I don't like a woman who puts out the welcome mat and then pulls it out from under me. Now, you stay here in your room, lock the door, and don't let anyone in.
I'll do as I'm told. I promise. Good night.
Good night.
Anyone from the door?
Yes, I'm coming.
What is it?
There's
Well, I can't see anything.
But there was.
What happened?
I couldn't see properly.
What the devil's going on now?
Fetch the nurse.
What for?
Just fetch Bollard, will you, and quickly.
Who's shouting?
Something's happened to Caroline.
Is she all right?
I couldn't say now. Come on, Aspatria. Show me where Bollard's room is. Come on.
Have you any idea who it was?
No. A hand went over my mouth and the light was switched off. Whoever it was got away.
Where?
By that panelling there. It was open like a door.
Sliding panels, disappearing figures. Somebody's trying to scare you. Unless
what?
Unless you scared someone.
Me?
Someone was in here who wanted something.
The angel doll. It's gone.
Carrying on like that. I'd say it was hysteria.
She seems to be right enough now.
Yes.
You sound disappointed.
Well, don't pretend it wouldn't be useful to have her out of the way.
One day, Grimsby, you'll say something nice and regret it.
Here you are. Now, we can all begin.
Whatever's that you're wearing? You look like a superannuated Indian.
Yellow, the devil's livery. Has to be worn at a Sabbath.
We're not having your black magic, codswallop.
Indeed we are. Higgins has got everything ready, haven't you?
I've done my best, madam.
I've waited years for a situation like this. Here, in the same room that Hereward died and Biddy was murdered. The etheric body invariably clings to old habits, in which case communication could be simple. Where's Bert? Oh, I hope he managed it. Aspatria, have you got the mandrake?
Yes, I've dug up a root.
Dug it up? Oh, you shouldn't have dug it up. Only a black dog can unearth a mandrake.
But you know how I feel about dogs.
Only too
Oh,
well.
well, never mind. Now, let's see what you've got, Higgins. Sugar, bread, and is this really holy water?
It was by the bishop's bedside.
Oh, then he won't have touched it. No white cockerel?
Only some cold chicken left from supper.
Salt. Where's the salt? In the cruet, I suppose.
You won't find a cruet in my house. If the seasoning's not in the cooking, it can't be added afterwards.
Oh, it's terribly makeshift. When we strip naked, we might achieve levitation.
What a disgraceful idea. You know I've no head for heights.
Man, did I get the wrong number?
Haven't you got it?
I got it, but she nearly got me.
Was it you in Caroline's room?
Absolutely essential for the ritual. The angel doll. Now, Bert, throw the bread on the fire.
Right.
Burn bread. Feed the devil. We must make the spirit welcome. There must be food laid ready, a chair by the fire. All must be inviting. Aspatria, pass me the sword from the wall to inscribe the magic circle. There. The angel is placed between the candles. Now, take your positions. The 4 points of the compass.
Where shall I stand? Biddy was born under Scorpio on the 5th day, and was the 3rd child. 5 and 3 is 8. Half 8 is 4. The 4th point on the compass is west. Yes, I'll stand here. It's warmer.
What are your instructions, madam?
The spirit will direct us. Once the spell is cast, we shall be possessed. Put out the light, Higgins, and take your place. Now, everyone hold hands and kneel around me.
I don't like this.
Silence! Answer when I point the sword at you. Ignei.
Ignei.
Aquitani.
Aquitani.
Terra.
Terra.
Ariae.
Really, Sapele, I must say...
Ariae. Spiritus Salvete.
Spiritus Salvete.
Veni. Veni. Mephistopheli.
Veni. Veni. Mephistopheli.
Quid tu morares?
My throat! I can't breathe! You're choking me! Let go! Let go!
Nobody's touching her.
Put the light on.
Leave it. Be still.
I will not. Look. What's happened to her?
She's possessed.
Possessed? She's dead.
I must get Ethel.
Come back, Higgins. Nothing's wrong. She's in a trance.
Someone strangled her.
But we was all holding hands.
She looks just like Biddy. The same awful colour. You've gone too far this time, Sapele.
Stop meddling. Your stupidity will ruin everything. We are standing on the threshold of the unknown. The air is filled with messages. Can't you hear them? Imploring us to listen. Beseeching us to hear.
Crazy.
Calling to us for acceptance. Open wide the windows. Come to me. I believe. Come. Wainy, wainy, wainy.
Shut the window, you silly bitch.
Keep still, everybody. Don't touch her. Well, what do you think, nurse?
There may be time. We must get her somewhere warmer. The kitchen.
Right, Higgins. Bert, help me carry her in there, will you? Got her?
What's been going on? Is it another murder?
You'd better ask Sapele.
I was on the threshold of infinity. The culmination of my career. But the chance is gone.
I see. You've got the angel doll.
That? Merely an incidental.
You're wrong. I've discovered its secret.
What is it? I must know.
Not now, no. I'm too tired. It's the sedative beginning to work.
Who gave you a sedative?
Nurse Bollard.
She's not a nurse.
Oh, you're being foolish.
Am I? Oh, we'll see. Bollard, come here.
What is it? Are you all right, Miss Voss?
Bollard, you claim to be a state-registered nurse.
Yes.
Then why is your name not in the current register? Are you a phony or have you been struck off?
Mr. Winchester!
Keep him out of this.
Yes, what is it?
Mrs. Bryant, will you please see that Miss Voss is in bed at once and allow me to get back to my other patient?
I forbid her to touch Aspatria. She's only in a trance. I'll deal with it.
Thanks to Bollard's experience, we find she's been poisoned. All right, nurse, you go back.
Thank you.
What do you mean, poisoned?
Dame Aspatria has been poisoned in the same way as Bideford. Now you take Miss Voss up to her room and stay in yours. We've got work to do.
How dare you order me around? Sir Grimsby is the head of this house. Grimsby... Well, where is he?
Well, I think he went outside.
Out? Where?
To see if...
Mr. Winchester, we think we know what it was, how it happened.
Right. Now you two women get upstairs and stay out of the way.
I'll deal with you later. You go up, Caroline. I'd better find Grimsby.
Put the lights out and go to bed. We'll keep against the wall and wait.
Be careful, sir. It's very dangerous, especially when the room is dark.
And you think he's still hiding in here?
I can't be positive, but if we put a candle in the center of the room, that might be enough to get him.
There's one left over from Sapele's rave-up. Is this where you mean? Here in the middle of the floor?
Yes, but be careful how you move.
You think he killed both the old man and Bideford?
With the evidence of Dame Aspatria's near demise, I think so. Would you care for a broadsword or a lance for self-defense, sir?
You choose your weapons, Higgins.
I'll have the broadsword. Rather unsporting, as he'll be weak by now and not be able to move very quickly.
The French window!
Leave it! We must keep absolutely still.
Where do you think he's been hiding?
Anywhere, as long as it was dark. Possibly behind the curtains or under... There he is, by the fireplace.
Can you get him?
I'll flatten him with one blow of the sword.
Anybody in there?
Can you get him quickly?
I had to come back. There's snow, you see.
Don't move, Mr. Lantern, do you hear?
Right, you horrible little killer!
Higgins! No, don't!
He won't kill anyone again. What a night.
What a night. Are they up yet?
I've done the tea round, but if they want breakfast, they can come down.
Aspatria's to stay in bed.
She's been up over an hour. Got that Bert to push her around in the old man's wheelchair.
Has she found out?
She's not speaking to me, if that means anything.
She had such a crush on you, didn't she?
Now then, Ethel.
What a night. Well, Higgins, anything for my dog, Chivalry? Yeah. Good. I'll feed him, and then for breakfast, I'd like porridge, kippers, cherry jam, and rye bread.
He'll get sliced loaf and marge.
What a night!
Madam, I must protest. You need rest.
Nonsense! Bert's looking after me much better than you ever did. Venus has quite captured him.
Yeah, he just drops one of them maggots in, and wham! They shuts like a mousetrap.
Fly trap, dear boy. It's a Venus fly trap.
Oh.
And you'll want some breakfast, too. Bacon and eggs for him, Bollard, and something light for me. Turkish coffee, kedgeree, and mango chutney. Come along, Bert. I want you to see my wardrobe. I've a serge caftan would suit you perfectly.
Caftan? Oh, I'll get seasick.
Porridge. Kippers.
Turkish coffee? Kedgeree?
By now, you'll have gathered it was the morning after the night before. But for me, it was time to call it a day. My handling of the case had as much finesse as a bulldozer, and I'd been the pushover. But I'm a sucker for tradition, and there was still one ritual I wanted to perform.
Good morning.
Hello.
How's Mr. Lantern?
Oh, he'll be all right.
I don't understand what happened.
Well, if I can get everyone together, I'll clear it up and then I'll hand over to the police. Although I'm going to need skis to get out of here.
What a night! Oh, my head. Has anyone some very weak tea and some exceedingly dry toast?
You'll be lucky if you get any breakfast at all.
Here, there's a strike going on in there.
A strike? Yes. Higgins and that Jezebel. An industrial dispute in this house.
No, madam. Domestic. My notice expires today, and Mr. Higgins has decided to follow my lead.
Pack your bags then and clear off.
Not yet. Now everyone's here, I want to confirm who killed the bishop.
A lantern, you mean?
No, I don't. The killer is still here, in this room.
Oh, my goodness.
Caroline, will you fetch Mr. Lantern?
Yes. Are you accusing one of us?
We shall see. Ah, here comes Mr. Lantern, an important witness.
Good morning, everyone. What a night.
Mr. Lantern, would you say that things were normal when you read the will last night?
Yes, although I sensed what I believe is known as an atmosphere.
At bedtime, there was a lot of activity. Sir Grimsby, you left the bishop with a bottle of whiskey. You then went outside to the old dairy. Why?
To feed my dog, Zhivago.
A dog? In my house?
No, in the dairy. I knew you wouldn't allow him in the house, your absurd phobia about dogs. No wonder he kept howling, poor thing.
Howling?
Yes, so much for your auguries. I had to laugh. It was dear old Zhivago.
Oh.
Sapele, you lied when you said you were in your room at the time Bideford died.
Yes. Yes, I did. I was with Bert. As an anthropologist, I find him an interesting specimen. He reminds me of the Jawas. There was something I wanted to find out.
She found out. It's the same the whole world over.
Disgusting.
Oh, and what about the way you've thrown yourself at Higgins for years?
Circumstances alone have thrown us together.
Then why all the jealousy over Bollard? She's only fit to nurse a grudge.
Kindly don't speak that way of my wife.
Your what?
My wife. We were married 2 years ago.
Which is why she's no longer registered as Bollard. You looked up the wrong name.
Mr. Winchester and I met last year when I was nursing a client of his. I was afraid he'd reveal our secret, which I knew wouldn't please madam.
It does not.
Dame Aspatria, will you tell us why you went out last night with a shotgun?
To save the Comtesse de Bouchard.
Who?
Such ignorance! The Comtesse is my beloved Clematis. All that snow could bring her down. I could only find an old shotgun to knock it off.
And whilst you were outside, you saw Grimsby in the dairy.
Yes.
And later, during Sapele's floor show, you came across another prowler, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, this deadly little creature. now back in his glass jar.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you have. This is the scorpion which was about to sting Mr. Lantern when he returned last night, but Higgins managed to kill it before it struck again. The sting is neurotoxic and extremely poisonous. Symptoms appear immediately, characterized by a tightness in the throat, which can feel like strangulation for the victim.
I know, only too well.
Because you experienced it yourself, didn't you? Luckily, Nurse Bollard recognized the signs in time to apply an antivenom. But that wasn't possible with your brother, Bideford.
No, don't go on. It's true. I killed him. I killed poor Biddy. But what else was I to do? Some of my plants can only live on rare insects, the ones in Father's collection. I thought I was only taking the harmless kind. I didn't know I'd let loose the deadly one.
You didn't let it loose, although it did kill your brother.
Who did let it loose?
Sir Hereward de Wainscott.
What? How could he? He'd been stiff for a week.
He had. But just before he died, he upset his collection of insects. And that's when it escaped. You see, the scorpion can exist for some time without food. And they're nocturnal. That's why Bideford and Aspatria were stung when the room was dark.
Please, Mr. Winchester, let me take Dame Aspatria upstairs. She must rest.
Yes, of course. You and Higgins look after her.
So, that explains everything.
No, it doesn't. You've made no mention of Demdike.
Well, Mr. Lantern, you're the expert on family history.
In 1685, Sir Demdike de Wainscott was beheaded by Judge Geoffrey for joining the abortive rebellion against James II. You recall the epitaph on his tomb. If the family head should disappear, misfortune and havoc shall strike. But blessed be him with naught to fear, if he reburied Demdike. Although Demdike's body was buried, the head vanished after execution, and nothing was ever heard of it again.
On the contrary, it's been heard for centuries, literally shrieking with rage. Not an unusual phenomenon. There are screaming skulls in many parts of the country.
Yeah, they're called skinheads.
Now I see. This has something to do with the angel doll.
Yes, it's medieval, used for concealing religious relics. Inside, I found what must be part of a human skull.
Of course. It was Demdike who came to me. Oh, what a triumph! You must let me keep it.
No, Demdike will be laid to rest. He must cease to be a relic.
If you want to know what I think you're all a load of old relics.
But I want your opinion, Bart. I'll give it to you. In the meantime, what about some breakfast?
Well, don't look at me. I can't cook.
But it's only a matter of common sense. How long does it take to boil an egg in a pressure cooker?
Yeah, what about me tour?
Oh, that. Cancelled. Involuntary liquidation.
But you're me agent. I want an agent what can fix a tour.
But then I suggest you find a travel agent. May I come along, Sapele?
Go to bogganing. Trust him to freak out.
Is it possible to freak in?
What's your drift?
Well, I might be able to help. Perhaps arrange for you to make that album.
Never thought I'd bake biscuits with you. I've got a great idea. What about it being Songs for Screaming Skulls?
Let's talk about it later, shall we?
Sure. You okay. See ya.
Miss Voss, I must get back home. My wife will probably have the search parties out.
And I must contact the police. Perhaps we can get through together, Mr. Lantern.
Why, your company would be most welcome, Mr. Winchester. I'll just be getting my coat.
That seems to be that.
As the saying goes.
And you're going also?
To call in the cops.
Will you be back?
If the police want me.
What if I do?
You've got my telephone number. Strictly business. Remember last night?
Yes, I remember last night. What were you thinking about when we put logs on the fire?
Air pollution.
I could clear the air for you, Paul.
Ah, you'll be busy enough managing Bert.
But what is there ahead for you?
The old routine. Domestic or criminal investigations.
Oh, you don't show much confidence.
No, I always do crosswords in pencil.
With me, you could use ink.
To sign a license?
No strings.
No, I'd rather marry you. Then there'd be rules to break. I break rules, haven't you noticed? Well, we both break rules. Last night you gave me the air, and now you want to buy the world for me.
I can't say I love you more than anyone I've known, because I've never been in love until now.
Ah, that's gratitude. An emotion to be wary of.
No, Paul, it's...
All right, Mr. Winchester.
Perfectly right, Mr. Lantern.
Goodbye, Miss Voss. You will come and see me as soon as possible, won't you?
Yes, Mr. Lantern. I shall at least see you again.
I spent Christmas in my office. The phone rang twice. I nearly bust a leg running to it. One was a wrong number. The other, a heavy breather. I cooked Christmas dinner on the gas ring and thought of log fires. I never liked Christmas. It's just a break before the January sales.